Form is a funny thing, isn't it? But I think we might have just turned a corner. Yes, hello, welcome back to the Killie Boys here on the 11am Sports YouTube channel. You can see our schedule just in front of you there, and you can see that since we last met, which was that 1-1 draw against Hamilton, some strange things have happened. We got a 1-0 win in the Scottish Cup 5th round against Ayr United. Eamon Brophy scoring the only goal of the match, his first goal since the game against Ayr on the 23rd of December. So maybe he likes scoring against Ayr, but he wasn't scoring against anyone else, and that was our problem in that patchy form you saw throughout January and into February. I thought we'd turn a little corner when we played Ayr again, this time in the league, half a week later, when Brophy scored 2 goals again, enjoy scoring against Ayr. Tyler Morton scored a last-minute 3rd goal, and we won the game 3-1. We thought this could be us turning the corner. We could get some form back here. We then played against Celtic, where we did not play well at all. They scored a goal on the break right at the end of the first half. They won 1-0. To be fair, they didn't play particularly well either. Could have very easily been a draw, but it was a 1-0 loss, unfortunately. We then continued on showing some poor performances. When we played against Hearts, we lost 2-0 in that game. A very, very disappointing performance all round, to be honest, and we were not good at all, and I was starting to get very worried at this point. Against Hibs in the quarter-final of the Scottish Cup, we then tried something different. I went to 5 at the back here. You see the triangle in midfield still, and 2 up front. And you can see we did have 2 goals disallowed, but it only looked like a close game because we scored with Richards right at the end of the game to make it 3-2. All in all, it didn't really work. So after we got knocked out of the Scottish Cup at the quarter-final stage, we played against St Mirren in the league, and I thought, let's try something different. Clearly 4-2-3-1 wasn't working, so let's try a different formation. I thought we'll play a defensive midfielder instead of an attacking midfielder. That did not work at all. We were 3-0 down at half-time. The second half, however, we went back to 4-2-3-1. We scored 4 goals, and we won the game 4-3. We were 3-0 down at half-time against St Mirren here, but goals from Tate, Brophy, Richards and Brophy again won us the game after that change of formation, and I thought this is the turning point. We have found some form again. What a great performance in the second half. The team were saying we were, like the players in the team were saying we were amazing with our motivational speeches. The newspapers were saying I was one of the best motivational speakers in the country, clearly, with the way that I managed to have that team talk at half time, and that form continued on into the 1-0 win against Motherwell. Now, though it looks 1-0, the actual ratings of the players, especially in defence, were very good. It was a very solid defensive performance in the game. We played very well, playing back in the 4-2-3-1 formation. We then played against St Johnstone, bottom of the league, who you remember we drew 1-1 with just before the winter break. We won that game 2-0. A goal from Didio and a goal from Brophy helping us with that one. And then the most recent game we played was a 1-1 draw against Rangers. Again, we played very well. It was a very solid defensive display, nice and compact. There wasn't a huge number of highlights, but we were very, very good at our defending until the 92nd minute, where we concede a penalty, and Rangers go and score that to make it 1-1. So you can see the form kind of was very strange there. Apart from the win against Ayr, we had some pretty poor form all the way through January, all the way through February. You only had 2 wins in the league in all those games, but we appear to have turned it around throughout March, and hopefully we can continue that in our game against Hibs and then the rest of the top 6 after the split. The league looks like this. Celtic are 6 points ahead of us at the moment with 6 games to go. Remember, we do play against them once, so if we do win that game, we could bring that down to 3 points and hope that they slip up somewhere else. You can, however, see we're 13 points ahead of Hearts, so it's not mathematically confirmed, but I'm fairly confident we're going to finish in 2nd position this season, which would put us into the Champions League qualifying rounds, as we now get the 2 places, obviously, in the Champions League. And we're actually so high up the coefficient that first place gets automatically into the group stage. That's why I was really wanting to win this season after we'd started so well. Remember, at one point we were 7 points ahead of Celtic. I really wanted to win the league, and then we'd get into the group stage of the Champions League, guaranteed 6 European games. But now, if we do finish the second, we're going to have to try and qualify through the qualification rounds to get into the Champions League. But that's thinking well ahead to next season. Let's think about the rest of this season. We need to guarantee we get second and then see if we can try and push for first place. So today we'll play against Hibs, and then we'll see who we get in our first game in the top 6 split. Depending how this game goes, we might actually be playing against Hibs for the second time in a row, if that's the way the schedule works, if they get in the top 6 with us. But we shall see. Let's show the team for this game against Hibs. So Stuart Finlay and Rodell Richards, as well as Rory McKenzie, though he's not really played this season. But Richards and Finlay both are carrying niggles, so that's changing the team around ever so slightly for us here. We're going to have O'Hara in goal with Etienne, and again Semple can slide into centre back, which means that Brown plays on the left hand side and Egan Riley on the right hand side. In midfield, we're going to move Kastrup, this has been working the last few games, into the box to box role, with Makionitis playing in that deep line playmaker role. He's very much enjoying playing in there, with Tate just in front of them. Bolly can replace Richards on that right hand side. Flavio Didio on the left, and Eamon Brophy, who's now back in the goal, scored 33 now this season, will play up front. Let's get into this game. Hibs are also playing the 4-2-3-1 formation, so we'll see how we do as we go head to head up against them. They nearly score a goal very early on there with Glass, but he just heads the ball over the bar. And a throw in for us here. Brown throws it in. It bounces about a bit, and somehow Bolly gets it and scores a goal. I'm not quite sure what went on there, but we're up 1-0. That's very interesting indeed. I'm very much looking forward to this replay. So Brown throws it in. It's cleared off their own player, it looks like. Bolly then hits it off the defender, and second time lucky scores past the goalkeeper wearing his bright pink kit, and that's 1-0 to Kilmarnock here. You see Celtic have went up 1-0 as well in their game. I would really like Celtic to drop some points, just so we've got a chance of getting to them. And a throw in here for Hibs. Boyle throws it in, but Brown clears it for us, and Campbell wins it just before Brophy gets there. Doig at the back now plays it forward, and it's cleared by Semple as far as Boley, and Etienne gets it back, and Semple plays a long ball again, and Tate gets it here, and can he thread in Brophy? He can, and Brophy's hit it off the crossbar, and the ball's out for a throw in. Or is it gone for a corner? It's gone for a corner. That was a great chance there. Some good play from Kilmarnock, and the ball cleared from the corner by Hibs. Egan Riley with a throw here for us just before half time. Tate gets it, but Makionitis here swings the ball, and that's a beautiful cross, but it comes out as far as Glass, who's dropped quite deep as a striker, and he gets challenged by Egan Riley. A good challenge, and Semple plays the ball forward. It comes back though with Hibs here. Barlow with the ball into Campbell and Mallon, and Barlow again left hand side, gets past Egan Riley. Can he get past the defender this time? Oh, and Makionitis gives away the penalty, and a chance here for Hibs to equalise just before half time. Mallon, and he does, he sends the keeper the wrong way, and that's 1-1 just before half time. See Mallon here with a very good penalty. Even if the keeper gets the right way, I'm not sure he get it, and that's 1-1. Just see that, Stephen Mallon, that's his 50th goal of his career. Good on him. We do have a chance, however, just before half time again here. What's going to happen? Didio with it. The ball bounces about. It comes back to Didio. And how's he put that wide? He's not even hit the target. Oh, goodness me. And that's 1-1 at half time. We've had some chances there, but we just haven't taken all of them. And giving away that stupid penalty has meant that Hibs have managed to come in at half-time 1-0. Said we're not happy. Let's see what they do to improve in the second half. And it's a throw in here for Hibs. They've got the ball with Brown, their left back to Campbell. The ball swung in. He's surely in offside position, and indeed he is. It was a good headed finish from Boyle, but unfortunately I would have said he was yards offside here. Maybe I'm exaggerating. A yard, maybe 2 yards offside, but definitely offside, and still 1-0. And a throw in for ourselves. Egan Riley into Makionitis. It comes all the way back to Etienne, and Makionitis again into Tate. The ball spread wide to Brown in this left hand side. He cuts inside, and the ball is blocked, but gets a ball in now, and what a save from the goalkeeper from that shot from Didio. And Hibs are passing the ball about here at the back. They play the long ball forward, but Brown intercepts that ball and passes it back to O'Hara and Etienne. He plays it forward toward Brophy, but Portes wins it. But Egan Riley gets the ball from that. Bolly into Kastrup into Brophy. Didio back to Brophy and Didio. And can Bolly score? It's a great save from the goalkeeper. And we're making just a couple of changes here. Bolly's going to come off, as is our Greek central midfielder, and Morton and Woods are going to come on. Morton nearly receives the ball from Woods there. And can Hibs break? They've pulled the right back out of position, but they come down their right hand side with Boyle into Sykes. The ball's forward to Glass, and that's a great finish, but it's disallowed for offside as well. And that's coming back, and it's still going to be 1-1 here. That one was just a little bit closer than the last one, but still offside. Woods heads that ball straight at Sykes, but Etienne blitters the ball forward, and Portes gets it here for Hibs. Back to Sykes and Campbell, and they're playing about with the ball well at the back here. The ball's come forward, but Brown's intercepted it. And Tate plays a 1-2 with the Hibs player. And Woods has the ball now. Off of Tate. There's some interesting passing going on here, but Tate gets past his man. What's he going to do inside the deal? And that's a fantastic slotted finish. Slotted finish, is that what you say? The deal into the bottom corner. Very nice indeed. See, there's some funkiness going on with the ball there, but eventually Tate gets past his man, down the line. He hits the ball, but he kind of scuffs it, and it goes to the deal. Marciano gets a hand to it, but it's a goal, and that's 2-1 Kilmarnock. This could be a vital victory if we can get it. And Hibs with the ball on their right-hand side. It comes down to Mallon, the goal scorer for them, into Boyle, but blocked by our defenders. Boyle now, and cleared by Browning. Does that come to Brophy? It does. He beats the defender. He gets challenged. That's a free kick. Could that be a red card for a cynical foul? We don't get to see it. It appears to have been a yellow card looking down the left-hand side. It was not a red. It wasn't the last man. I can understand that. Just 3 minutes added time to go here, and it looks like we've won the game 2-1. Indeed, we have. A good performance in the end. No goals for Brophy up front there, but the men in behind doing the job. And a nice victory for us nonetheless. 2-1. And you can see the league table just in front of you there, going into the post-split fixtures. You can see the top 6 are Celtic, Kilmarnock, Hearts, Rangers, St Mirren and Dundee United. And Hibs, Hamilton, Motherwell, Ayr, Aberdeen and St Johnstone are the bottom 6. Looking at this, it looks like St Johnstone will be relegated. They're 8 points behind 11th. And Ayr and Aberdeen are going to have a fight to see who goes in that relegation playoffs. Which could be very, very interesting if Aberdeen end up in it, because bear in mind they were one of the top teams just a few seasons ago. In terms of the top 6, we're still 6 points behind Celtic at this point, and we are now still 13 points ahead of Hearts with just 15 available, so second place is almost confirmed. Let's see if we can try and push for first though. And the schedule has come out, and we play Hearts in the first game, and then we've got St Mirren, Dundee United, Celtic and Rangers, and that first game against Hearts is actually in 3 weeks' time, so I'm not going to show you that in this episode because it's going to take far too long to get there. So you're going to have to look forward to the last 2 games of the season. I'll say they're going to be the interesting ones to see if we can possibly get first position. We've basically secured our Champions League status for next season. Let's see if we can try and win the league. We need to win all the games in the run-up to the Celtic game and hope Celtic maybe drop some points. We'll see what happens. Could be interesting. And I'm very much looking forward to the end of the season, the start of next, as we are in the Champions League. If you have enjoyed this episode, please do leave a like, hit that thumbs up, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Share it with your friends. Anyone you think might like this, go on, share it. I know you're going to want to. And until the next one, we'll see you then.